So, of course, with the pandemic, that was very unprecedented times. But you also experienced Brexit. Let me put that unspeakable term on the table here.
That's
Sorry
fine.
for
That's
that.
Fine, absolutely.
How did that, or how does that affect your line of work in terms of recruitment or getting goods into, or your work in general?
Yeah. Well, it was a double whammy, basically, because with the pandemic, a lot of our staff had left and gone back to, a lot of them from Western Europe or Europe in general. And we're not planning on coming back. And those people had acquired the right to stay and to stay and live in the UK. And the opportunity to continue recruiting from Europe stopped at the end of 2020. If you had not stayed at least one night, well, the circumstances, let's say, that was the end. We could not recruit unless people had the qualification. So the qualification and the sponsorship and the money to fund and finance. And these visas are very expensive and are only applicable to people with the right level of qualifications. So you can't do that for, we employ a lot of people. Mm-hmm. A hotel like this, if you take into consideration our partners at Gordon Ramsay, we employ over 600 people. Mm-hmm. So and we need qualified people. So from a professional standpoint, I think that we have lost the ability to bring a lot of people who had the qualifications to help us doing an even better job here. Mm-hmm. Because it's not a profession that traditionally the British public embraces as a career, except if you go into management, mm-hmm. okay? But the jobs of cooking, serving, housekeeping, etc., is not traditionally a typical job that people embrace. So for decades, and since the hotel opened, we've had a lot of people coming from Europe to work here. Some go back, some stay, and it makes London the most exciting city in the world.
Including yourself, of course.
Including myself, mm-hmm.
Yes.
Of course. And I've got my own opinion, but it's a personal opinion, and I'm not afraid to share it. But from a professional standpoint, it made our job much more difficult. Mm-hmm. Because we could not find the same level of qualification. And it's not only the qualification, it's, we want to have a little bit of the twist of having foreigners with a different accent, because this is what makes the Savoy what it is. When César Ritz arrived here, he had kind of a Franco-Swiss-German accent, and he was running the Savoy. And Auguste Escoffier didn't speak a word of English when he came here, not a word. People who came here in the kitchen had to speak French because it was the language, it was the lingua franca of the kitchen. Now it's changed, obviously. But for the longest time, and probably we've had the majority of the managing directors at the Savoy, which is it's a British institution, mm-hmm. has been run by foreigners. So the fact that we lost this opportunity has been very difficult, not only for me, for the sector, but not only our sector and our industry. It's all industries, have lost the ability to recruit now. So does it mean that we've met the political ambition, which was to reduce immigration? No. Immigration has continuously increased. The nature of the immigration has changed. Now, I'm not here to judge whether it is better or not. In my case, it's not as the quality is different. The immigration has continued to increase. And before, I think, and I think that before Brexit, I think 65% of the immigration was European. Now it's 15%. So it's a different type of immigration, but the number. So if that was the purpose, the sole purpose of reducing immigration, this is a country of immigrants, and London thrives because it's got a constant flow of immigration, same as in the US. The US is a country of immigrants, such as Canada, and a lot of countries have brought talent and innovation, strengths through melting pots of cultures. London still has incredible energy. London is London because of that. Because you walk the street and you have a great attachment to the British culture, but the British culture is extremely diverse and rich. It goes from royalty to rock and roll, and all that mingles in the streets of London.